Hey, what's up, YouTube peoples, friends? How y'all doing today this morning? It is Sunday, 10:14 a.m. Pacific time, March 22nd. Just, wanted to leave that out there. But probably doesn't even really matter. So I've been basically up all night. I didn't sleep because I did a lot of thinking, but this video is supposed to be for the cruise since I said I was gonna do a cruise. I do have some photos of the cruise, actual photos, and I have some photos and videos, but they're on my Instagram, AngelBoy100. So, yeah. It was literally my first time going on a cruise, and I was experienced a lot of emotions, like fear, excitement, others, pretty much everything. It was just a lot going on because it was my first time going on a ship, and I've seen Titanic. So that was one of the fears, is the boat sinking would be one. The other one would have been because I can't swim. We're in the middle of the ocean, middle of nowhere. There are like creatures underneath there that I would probably freak out if I saw them because it's nature is kind of scary. But that is another one, and I think or being left stranded was the other one. I would say the mage one. So my plans were to stay on the cruise when we stopped at our stop in Ensenada. I technically did not save any money to do any excursions or anything else. It was just for me to just do sightseeing or just to experience it as much as I can. But thankfully, I was able to experience a little bit more, do more than I would have normally done, because I had some, I guess you could say, some financial aid, some assistance from the ones who invited me to go to the trip. It was really, really good. So it's going to be a huge story. I can't really tell you how long the story is going to be, but if you're able to literally want to listen to a whole entire story of how my cruise was, I will try to talk about everything I can, because I can't really say the exact thing, the exact time or what date it was. I can kind of just tell you what happened and what I did in the cruise. So then, basically, this was a 3-day cruise in Ensenada. First time going to Mexico. Did not disappoint. So the first day is basically just, it was Carnival Inspiration was the name of the cruise, and yeah. So if y'all haven't been to a cruise, it's basically a hotel on a boat. You're like on the ocean, so it's pretty much the same thing, and you don't really feel like you're on a boat, on a ship. But when you get to a certain point, you will feel the boat move. So sometimes it feels like a little earthquake or something. Like you have like that movement, that motion. Um, I wasn't worried about getting motion. Luckily, I didn't get motion sickness because I wasn't really. I didn't bring anything with me to like prepare myself for that. I just kind of like took the risk because I had a feeling. I had felt like I wasn't really gonna get seasick. The only time I would have got seasick would probably just be like because of the ocean or like my small fish, something like that. But other than that, the movement, since I'm already used to like going on rides, I don't really get like, I don't get sick on going to rides. So I had a feeling I was gonna be okay. As long as the boat doesn't sink, we're good. Cause I really cannot swim. They do give you life jackets, so I mean either way. But still, being in the ocean, it was kind of cold too. So I couldn't. It would have been probably like a Titanic scene right there. It was pretty cold too at night, so it felt like you would have kind of froze up. But anyways, so this cruise, I heard they didn't really have it didn't really have a lot of stuff. You were able to do certain things. The thing that comes up to back is that comes to mind is I can easily remember what was on the boat. Like the sections, wherever it's at, wherever I'm walking, kind of like having a little like map on your mind or whatever, because it's like you experience it, so you kind of like remember what certain things were at. But so it was really nice. It's a big old ship. I probably might have a picture of the ship. But it was really nice. It felt really fancy. And I mean, you had some basic stuff though, but the thing that I liked the most was that you were able to eat as much as you can in the buffet. So I didn't have to worry about wasting a lot of food. Whatever was the only thing I had to worry about was if I wanted to buy something extra, like whenever I was off my trip or during there, if I wanted to buy alcohol or whatever else, then yeah. But I was usually not the type to kind of like I'm trying to enjoy the vacation. So I don't want to like feel like I have to worry about too much money. As long as I have enough to survive, then it's all good for me, you know? But this is basically the ship. That's the cruise. So it was pretty awesome. Had like 12 floors. It had 12 floors. You know, I had elevators in there, of course. I had a spa. I did want to get a massage, but massages are really expensive. They run from 150, 160. If you get like a regular massage, they said it was 150, and then if you get like a deep tissue one, maybe 160. They had also like male grooming, like for beards. They didn't have acupuncture. That's what I wanted to try, but they didn't have that. They did facials and other stuff, body wrap and some other stuff. By the spa, there was a gym, so I did go to the gym. I did like what, two visits, three visits maybe. No, like 2 to 3 visits. I want to say 2 visits mainly, max. One was just to see where I was at, and then second, I actually did go to the gym that day. So, yeah. And so there's that. There was a casino, of course. So there was a casino there. Nightclubs. There were probably like 2, but I only knew one, and I only went to that same one all 3 days. So and there is a Cherry on Top, which was like a candy store. So you can buy candy, but it's pretty expensive. You know, they took pictures of people, so we had like a lot of photography, background, stuff like that. I wanted to do that, but I didn't make money with me, so I said maybe next time. I've always wanted to do a photo shoot. I did get to take a picture with the elephant. And this was like, I really don't remember what day it was, but this happened on the cruise. There's a swimming pool, like you'll see it. There's a tequila bar. That's like on the top of the boat. Not like top, but like you go like on floor 9, at least the 9th floor. So yeah, the 9th floor kind of pretty much right there. And then they had like a burger place, a burger joint, tacos, I believe. I never tried the tacos and I never did the burger. I was mainly always at the buffet. So the tacos and the burgers were free too. But the buffet, I don't know, I just liked the buffet more. Like it just felt, you know, I just like to feel like I was in the buffet, like, oh, I can eat whatever I want, you know? It was nicer too, so I liked it. Don't have a picture for the buffet. I don't think they have that, but I do have other ones where it shows you like what I mentioned, the guy's burger joint. So that's what it kind of looks like. And that's like the floor that I was talking about, and the cantina bar. So that was also part of the same spot as well. I didn't do those two, but I did pass by them. And then I did mention Cherry on Top, which is this one right here, which is a candy store. There were other restaurants, and then I did mention the gym. This is a little bit of a picture of the gym as well, how it looked. They had some machines. It was pretty basic. And they had like certain classes too, like yoga, boot camp. I don't remember the other ones, but they charge you for those to get those special classes that you wanted to get, or to have access to the gym. But the gym was free. But if you want to like do like training or something else, it costs you some money. And then also to have internet on your phone, they charge you. So I did not use any internet. I just recorded through my camera phone, so I didn't really use any internet. The only internet I would probably say I used was only just to check what was to do in the cruise, because they had like schedules to do like comedy shows. The comedy club was my favorite place to go to, of course. I love to laugh. I went literally every single day. I went Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I went every single day, as much as I could. I I want to, yeah, 3 days. I want to say I went 3 times at least. Because one time I went by myself. The second time I went with them, and then the third time I just went with my, you could say my roommate, my friend, since we were sharing the same bed, the same room. It was with her kid too, so it was just me, her, and her kid. Yes, I know that sounds kind of weird. I mean, I was weirded out first, but I'm like, oh, we're friends, nothing's. I mean, anyways, it's not like, yeah. So, um, it was funny because I actually did take care of her baby, and part of me had like father instincts kick in because the baby kind of like reminded me of me when I was little because of the hair and personality wise, So I kind of like wasn't really annoyed with him. So usually some kids I kind of like, it just depends on the kid. So sometimes I may or may not. It just, if they want to go to me, that makes me want to like the kid more. But they're just like, the kid has to get to me kind of thing. But he was really cute. Um, and people thought that my friend was my wife, and then that was my kid. So had a little pretend to see how I had a little preview of what it would be like to have a family. So it wasn't really a bad idea, but it is stressful having a kid. So for someone who does not have kids, I was able to do a lot of things that um, I was able to have a little bit more fun because I didn't have a kid. She had a kid, so it was, you know, a lot. But yeah, there wasn't really much for the kid to the baby to really do much on the cruise. So they should have had like more like stuff for younger ones to do stuff like that, but they didn't. It was mainly for like 2 to 5, mainly 2 to 5, and I saw 12 to 14, I believe. Those were the only ages that I saw that they had like different kids clubs. So yeah, on the very top there is a running track and a miniature golf that I did go to. So it was like very literally like the top. It also had a water slide. There's jacuzzi. I did not had that. I don't really believe there's a buffet on this one, the one I went to, but yeah, I did have a video of me like recording like something like that where you're out in the ocean, which is pretty nice. I didn't go to the Shakespeare Library, which they had. That was really quiet. This is literally probably like the first thing I saw when I walked into the cruise ship. So then I saw the light. I saw the elevators and they light up. So it was really nice. I was like, wow, it looked fancy to me. But there's all this other better cruise ships that I heard about. I heard even the food's better. It's just because they're more expensive, so you would expect better. But a lot of people were complaining about the food. The food was okay. It was not all that, to be honest. It was whatever. But I did enjoy the food, but some of the stuff it was like, well, I mean, as long as I have something to eat, something I like, they at least had something that I like. So they usually do have a lot of things that people like. They're like, so you shouldn't really be disappointed. But I mean, there's other better cruise ships that I heard. So yeah, there's Club O2, which I didn't even go, so I can't really tell you much about that place. There's the Alchemy Bar. That was close by to the comedian place. So that was pretty nice. And like I mentioned, the Camp Ocean is where it was called, where they took care of the kids, child daycare. What else did I not mention? So they did have activities. So the first day was pretty slow. They did a demonstration on how to put on a life jacket. They usually had a lot more stuff going on during the nighttime. But the first day wasn't really much going on. So it was kind of like, people are just settling in, you're getting your room key and just trying to like look around and whatever. And then late at night, it's when it starts getting popping. But, yeah, so the only thing that you were able to do really late at night was just nightclubs and the casino. The casino was always open. But, or the arcade too. There was an arcade. So the arcade was pretty cool too. I was in the arcade the last day of the cruise because I wanted to enjoy it as much as I can because I knew I wasn't going to go back home. And yeah, who knows when I'm going to do another cruise. So I made the best out of that cruise. So what else? The trip was to Ensenada. The music was good, so people remember me from the club. That was fun. There was one day I went sober, and the other day I didn't go sober. So yeah. Um, I want to say I made some friends, maybe. Um, but yeah. We went. Let's see what else. There's food that, like, I wanted to do the raffle for the massage thing. You, if you would have wanted, you would have gotten a free massage, or they would just give you like a certain amount down. But other than that, there was an art gallery that I went to, and I really I don't know if they have art gallery on this. Yes, they do, art gallery. So it was pretty cool because they were doing auctions, like art auctions. I did not attend it, but I did see it, like signs of it. So I knew they were having an art auction where you can just get one. I was like, oh, I saw some that I liked, but I was like, oh, I don't got money for that. So I just took a picture with my phone. So that's just, just for memories, because I had some of my favorites that I'm like, oh, I'd love to have this, Um, some good paintings, and then they had like a scavenger hunt. They had where you can, like, for itineraries or like excursions, you can buy. The only ones that they had that I remember was, there's a wine tasting, the one with horses. You gotta ride horses, and there's, I believe, a kayak one. There's the El Bufador, where we went actually, and then there's ATV, and some probably, I think that's pretty much it. They didn't really have much, but El Bufador is basically a blowhole. So water shoots out, like water, like a geyser, you'll see it's like, but it when we went, it wasn't magical. Supposedly, we didn't go on a day where it just depends on the ocean, the tides. So it wasn't really like what it was like. What it wasn't wow, but the food was good there. Of course, did not disappoint. Had tacos and tequila, of course. They gave you samples, so that was pretty cool. I'm like, wow, they give you out samples, so you can literally just get drunk for free if you wanted to, but at least buy something. Um, and you had to pay 50 cents, which was what to me when I had to use the bathroom, because I'm like, I literally had to use the bathroom really badly. I'm like, I have to pee. Hopefully, I don't have to pee. I didn't have 50 cents, and my friend, she didn't have 50 cents either. I was like, dang it. So I was like, where am I gonna pee? So I was just so praying that I didn't have to use the bathroom, because was like, yeah, I don't got 50 cents. But yeah. Our tour guide was really lit. She was dancing like a stripper. She gave a lap dance to a dude. So that was interesting. Unexpected. A surprise actually, but it was cool. Um what else? So that was one of them. And then um the comedy club was really fun. Nightclub. What I just basically told you was pretty much all they had at the cruise, because I can go right now, and there's mainly the casino, nightclub, comedy club, and there's this other one where they do other stuff. It's a different lounge, and they have shows. Like, they had like the Hasbro game show that we did. That was pretty fun. They had like bingo in there too, where you can win. So like something lottery related. Arcade, swimming pool, jacuzzi, and they had TV, of course, but they didn't have a lot of channels. So I mean, there wasn't always something good on TV if you wanted to be. I mean, we're normally not trying to be on your room, but whenever there's, like, let's say you're limited because for some reason, I don't know, you just feel like staying because your roommate's there, whatever. You just feel like just staying there for a bit, but whatever. I just really feel like there wasn't a lot to do because I did stay up as late as I could, and I got to know the latest was probably like, what, 4 in the morning. One day it was 4 in the morning, and that was because of nightclub. But literally everything else is closed. So I'm like, that sucks, because if I wanted to still keep clubbing, I couldn't because they're already closed. But there was a casino and arcade and stuff like that. So I mean, that was something to do. And then you can always drink too. There was bars where those were open. But other than that, nothing else. I mean, pretty much everybody else was asleep or in their rooms doing, I don't know, they were doing whatever they were doing. So, because it was pretty quiet, and I'm just like, wow, nothing else for me to do. Okay, and I'm like, I gotta go sleep. And then I had trouble sleeping because I didn't want to go sleep. I wanted to just do something, but yeah, it's kind of like my body's just used to staying really late. But so that's a bit of it. I can show you. I did not go to Carnival restaurant, but either way, you can kind of get an idea of how the buffets might have probably been. I want to say maybe. Oh, this is what the comedy club looked like. It says Candlelights Lounge, but that's actually literally how it looked like inside in the comedy club. It was called. What's it called again? Punchliner. Punchliner Comedy Club. Ooh, I still remember that. This is usually how it looks when you're like walking around. This is right here where they put the photos when they take pictures of you. So if you want to ever buy them, this is literally how it looks like when you enter the spa, the reception desk. And I did mention the water slide, so here's that right there. Oh, the Rock and Roll Dance Club was the one where I was mainly at. So this was actually the place you would see me at, mostly dancing, having fun whenever I wanted to go out, which was cool because I didn't really. I'm glad that they weren't restrict on the dress code because I was able to go in since they had casual day, and then they had like what was the other one, semi-formal or formal casual, where you had to dress a little bit more better, like not casual but like. I don't remember. Whatever. Anyway, so you had to like dress. I want to say, is it semi-formal or? You get what I mean. Anyway, so there's that. I did not go to this one, Rasputin Blue. I did not go to that one. I might have passed by it, but I didn't. The Browser restaurant. This kind of looks like, kind of looks like the buffet. So I want to say this would be like what the buffet looks like. The Monte Carlo Casino. I didn't even play on one, but I did do the arcade, so yeah. I don't really do casinos too often. Like I'll do a little bit, but after that I won't want to do too much. Unless I'm winning something maybe, but yeah. It's champagne bar. So that is pretty much everything. Mardi Gras restaurant. So there's just a little preview of what the cruise was. You got to saw a little bit outside. Inside you got an idea. We got a little tour, like about an hour tour or more for the excursion. Getting to know Ensenada, where it was at, and then we were just being quizzed and stuff. So it was really cool. It was really fun. And I want to say that was probably mostly a bit of what has happened. There was a lot more that happened in the cruise. I mean, I can't obviously tell you everything, but I can just tell you the experience. For me, I wouldn't mind staying longer, but there needs to be a lot more stuff to do on the cruise. And there were times where I actually wanted to buy more alcohol. It sucked that I couldn't have weed on there. You can't have that on the cruise, so that kind of sucked. But either way, I still had fun. So, yeah. You could only take one wine bottle per suitcase. But when you're like doing a port, you're able to bring whatever alcohol one from that, which is weird. Maybe, I don't know, it's weird. But yeah, that was my experience of the cruise. There was like other stuff going on too, but yeah, it had some drinks, had food. They clean your room, so you literally felt like a celebrity. Literally felt like a celebrity on the cruise. You were super spoiled, basically. And, like, you had nothing to worry about. Like, I'm like, oh, I can eat. Like, I can just go eat. Oh, I'm gonna go eat something. I'm hungry. I don't gotta pay anything. I just get what I want to get. It's already paid for. Shit, man. So, yeah, I liked it more lunch and dinner times. Breakfast wasn't really my favorite. But yeah, so I mainly did get salads. I did get salads. I tried to stay away from a lot of fattening and desserts, but I did get mainly more ice cream. The ice cream was so good where I made an exception where I'm eating the ice cream. So I would always have vanilla ice cream when I was there, and it was like in a cup. Some people would do it in a cone. I'm like, I always tell the person in a cup. I don't like it in a cone. I was so different. I was like, all these people want it in a cone. I want it in a cup because I just prefer the cup. It was a glass cup. So I just liked it, you know? And To me, I just feel like it would. To me, my thought, it would maybe it just tastes better to me that way. But that was you literally had to sanitize yourself a lot too when you're in the cruise. So I had to sanitize myself a lot when I was in the cruise. And let's see what else. Um, I did facials. I had face masks that I used, and I believe okay, yeah, that's pretty much it. So that was a cruise. If I miss anything, I obviously will probably let you know. You guys can always ask, but like I said, I have videos on my Instagram from the cruise if you want to see more. But you'll see a little bit what I talked about. I didn't record a lot of stuff, but I did record when I was in Ensenada, of course, and some stuff. But other times I was just busy trying to focus on having fun because it was literally felt like a huge vacation, you know? So yeah, that's my cruise. I still feel like there's more that I want to talk about with the cruise, but let me see. Is there anything I missed out on? I had a crush. I did see someone that I like on the cruise. I did have a crush on the cruise, but I never talked to the person. And I wanted to, but I never did. But I did see them, so I was like, wow, I have a crush on the cruise. And some other girl thought I was on ecstasy. I was rolling or whatever, Molly. No, I was just drunk, having fun. So it was funny. Yeah. Totally would want to do another cruise, but we'll see how this other one goes. But either way, it went good. So yeah, half an hour, not bad, right? So this was literally like 26 minutes. I could tell you that I literally shortened the story up for you a bit, but it was just kind of giving you a little bit of the highlights of what was there, and that's pretty much it. Like that was all that was in that cruise. There was not a lot much, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Because the other stuff that was going on, I may have not known of it because I did not. It wasn't my interest, or I wasn't really focused on that. I was only focused on what I really liked. So mainly nightclubs, and because nightclubs and comedy clubs was a huge for me. That is a huge for me, must go. And arcade, I did like the arcade, but I wasn't trying to like because I had a certain amount of money that was given to me that I was able to use on the cruise. So as long as I don't exceed that amount, I don't get charged for that, you know? So that was cool. So I try to use whatever I can. So we'll see. But yeah, subscribe to my channel. Hope you guys enjoy watching my video, listening to my story of cruise. I have other stories for you coming up. I do have two YouTube channels. So there's this one and the other one. If you have any questions you wanted to do the other one, I'll somehow merge them some way. But yeah, hope you guys' day's going good, and whatever. I'm gonna do some other videos about other stuff, but this was just mainly about the cruise, and literally the only time I ever went on a cruise. So yeah, love you, bye.